Hey guys, welcome. Now, tomorrow is the new moon in Gemini reading. And please, I look forward to seeing all of you there. I'm excited. It's Gemini season. It's the season of the lovers, the energy of the opposites coming together to unite, restore, pair, heal, harmonize, raise the vibration. Before we get on with it, I just want to break down what's happening here. So let's do this. Last time we met, we were discussing the monarchy system and how we are dismantling kingdoms of inequality, and we are creating and building kingdoms of the light with equality, the golden ages, where everyone feels equal, where we feel as one, where we don't feel as though we are separate. We all feel as though we are connected to the all, and our needs, desires, and wants are being attained and expanded. And we are also in these communities full of unconditional love and acceptance, and we have tolerance for the fact that we are all unique. And we all have our own inner universes that are connected to the divine, but these inner universes are also connected to without, and the energy we share here on the planet. And we are literally sharing this planet as one. And that's really the balance. We're finding the balance of our own needs and universal needs. And that's connected to our patterning and universal patterning. And we're combining the two. And right now we're here today to receive a message. And it's connected to these numbers right here within this throne, and how this is connected to change and the stability of our kingdoms is transforming into communities. And it's connected right now to angelic energy, the light. And that is connected to this message right here. And we will be receiving this message in a minute. This is the connection to the divine feminine, the birthing energies, and we know Empress, La Luna, they've been helping us out, and we've also been following the hummingbird, and there's that little hummingbird right there. And speaking about communities of New Earth, we also took a trip last time we met up to Mesopotamia, the cradle of life, the past where it all started off. Mesopotamia and the past and the cradle of life is connected to New Earth. The Four of Wands, the stability of the light and where we're going, the golden ages, the dawning of the golden ages. It's here. We're building it through us. We're raising the vibes. We're healing to harmonize. And thank you guys for joining me to do just that. It means everything, guys. Now, this has to do with going within, and very soon we are going to go within. We're going to venture within. But before we go within, I've been called to prep. Because, rather than just rush right in, we're going to prepare ourselves so that we have a better advantage. It's like, when you go camping, some prep always makes for a better time. We just don't want to over prep right, or we might not go. We'll be carrying the kitchen sink with us. We want to have fun, right? Balance all the time. Now, before we get the messages, we're just going to get a little quick recap as to what this is about. Let's break it down. We're accepting the inevitable. We're letting go of the past to welcome our rebirth to begin again. And we know you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. And we've been working with the Two of Cups. And right now, the Two of Cups is connected to what's happening right here with the King of Cups. And we are going to receive a message from the King of Cups. But first, we're just going to get some information. This cup is connected to our boredom and to the past. This is when we get caught in a rut because we're always doing the same patterning every day. And remember, we can't do the same patterning every day. That's where we have a fresh approach and we expand. And we expand with spirit. We don't expand with the devil energies. It's not about feeling disappointed, boredom, or miserable. We don't want to get back into our Five of Cups, Four of Cups. That's the energy he's feeling right here. But he has access to much around him, and this is connected to the numbering within here. Now, we know we got a message from Spirit. Spirit was here to drop off the cup, and the cup is the connection to Spirit. And it's filling the cup with Spirit. And right now, this is connected to the Five of Pentacles, and this is the lack of. But the lack of is bringing the masculine and feminine together and creating this space right here. All right, guys? That's connected to the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is connected to this rabbit. And this rabbit has a message for us that it's time. It's time because we know that this rabbit is connected to fertility and the fertility between the masculine and feminine, what's being created and birthed. As well as the rabbit is connected to the Fibonacci sequence and spiral and our expansion. This is also the work we've been doing with the moon in order to manifest. And this is one lit-filled cup with Spirit. We know right now we are connecting to the Scorpion energy. And there's a reason for that. We're going to discuss it very soon. And right here, this is connected to, the King of Cups as well. And working with the cups. Because we're having our resurrections. We're moving on. This has to do with what we are going to do within. Because we're going within. And it's connected to the masculine and feminine. They're right there within the tree. And that is their connection to this space. Now, we will be going within. And we will be having a reading directly dedicated to that. But right now, we're prepping. We know that. We're prepping to head within. This has to do with the King of Wands and our flame. Now, we know we're going forth to the Ten of Cups, and that is what we're creating. We're creating it through, we know, the trees of our truth, Mother Earth, and this has to do with being a divine child, and we receive that message. We are following the hummingbird, and this was on the bottom of the deck, and there is the divine child. Something's being set free. This is connected to what Spirit is setting free with us in the cup, and it's this energy. That's what we're having access to. Things are going to change. Things are going to expand. If you're still feeling, lower vibrational, please continue to remember we're raising our vibes. This is about the Ten of Cups and the child. And allow this raise in vibration. Allow this expansion because this is what's going to really lift you up. And on the bottom of the deck was abundance of this deck. And this is our connection to the Empress. And that is what's led me to what they've shown me next. It is this message of the Empress, and she's directly connected to Venus. The Empress cherishes the life and well being of the Imperium with mutual respect and pleasure. There is a relaxed ease and grace about everything she does. Her cornucopia of goodness nourishes all, bestowing a sense of prosperity and abundance. As one of the gods of the machine, she brings elegance, beauty, and fruitfulness to everything that is made. The potential of creation is central to her. She encourages you to share your gifts so that you enrich the world about you and to be receptive to the information that you receive through your senses, the medium by which you enjoy pleasures. When you engage with life at the deepest level, everything you touch can be made beautiful. This is all about a gate of opportunity. But in order to access this gate of opportunity, we must change gears. And this is connected to appreciating beauty after a phase of being surrounded by the mundane, the plain, or the unordained. The physical well-being comes online for you. Social events and gathering help you affirm life pleasures. A feeling of richness and pleasure helps you to feel expansive. We need to clear our blockages that are connected to our rhythms. Because this is, at the end of the day, connected to luxury and opulence. And we don't want to be doing that for our own sake, because that's our connection to Venus and grounding love. This is about our self-image and not allowing it to become overly conventional. Not smothering. It's not a maternal smothering love. And it's not about overindulgence or letting yourself go. And that's what we're doing here within the cup. That's what this cup is connected to, and they've shown this to me. This cup is connected to overindulgence, and then we're back within greed. Then we're messing up our solar plexus again. We can't be in overindulgence. That's connected to the devil energies. And there's the message right there. There's the blockage we're working with. Now, the gate of opportunity. Creativity is a pleasure, allowing you to concentrate on the growth or fulfillment of things dear to your heart. And that's where we need to switch gears. We're going to now do things that are dear to our heart. And that's our desires. You are in the process of nurturing or giving birth to something. Abundance and fertility are lined up to support your plans. Giving and receiving tenderness or compassion. Maternal and spiritual wealth help you to feel prosperous. You have the chance to bring harmony, and yes, we do. We know that because that's what we're doing right here. Wild growth, extravagance, or too much of a good thing will waste the creative power. Thwarted passion or abuse of the feminine diminishes your self-image. Frustrated creativity turns you inwards. So, that's what's happening. This is about, we know we're not going to be abusing the feminine. We're no longer abusing the feminine energy. And that's why it's time for change. Everything you ever needed is at your command. How can your potential be best expressed or fostered? And this is about creation and a fresh approach, a new approach. And it's connected to what we're seeking, the information we're seeking, and how to expand it, because we need to have access to this fresh approach. We are also meeting up with others. This is other feminines. And all these other feminines are connected to us. So there's much representation of what's happening within here. And we discussed this before in prior reading, and they will all be linked down below. We are in transformation here, and we are connecting to the center of the universe. And this is connected to symbols And we are expanding. We're seeking these symbols to expand. And there's all these feminines also coming together in order to seek these symbols and expand. And that's what is happening. The feminine energy is all seeking to unite and expand. And we're doing it with our Three of Pentacle pals. And remember, this is masculines as well too, that have feminine energy within them, are waking up, are honoring the feminine energy within them, and are meeting us up here and are part of this expansion. And look, we're going through, and this leads us right straight through into the unknown. And what the unknown is going to give us access to is our personal power. We're going to more self-mastery. That's what we're doing. And we need self-mastery in facing the devil energies and creating this. So we're going to go within. But no, we're not going to go within today. Remember, we're prepping to go within. Let's get our messages. All right, guys. So what they've shown me is that this is connected to the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is helping us to inspire us with our flame. And it's connected to the devil energies. As we know, this is about healing from addiction with our desires. What's lower vibrational with our desires. And our desires are connected to spirit and understanding what the difference is. Now, this is what literally lights you up, and you will seek the knowledge to expand, to do this. That our flame is going to help us, motivate us to do the work we need to do with our mind. And this has to do with a recalibration with the mind, because something's happening between mind and body. Sometimes our mind can, many times our mind can wreak havoc on our body and spirit. They're not listening to each other. And the mind can make plans for the body or the spirit that are not in harmony with our best good. And what they've shown me is right now is that, something's changing, and we're seeing something in order to understand that we can't always listen to our mind, that we have to go within and we have to listen to our heart. We have to listen to our rhythm. We have to listen to our being. We have to listen to what we're feeling, our feelings. So we're being put in positions where we're being pushed and pulled, and in some ways maybe even forced to go within and to feel what we need to feel in order to expand. And that's what this King of Cups needs to understand. He needs to stop being dissatisfied wherever he's gone to. He needs to stop being dissatisfied, and he needs to go within. He needs to stop, feeling some sort of pain from the past and go within, because there's still a very big disconnection there. But he's surrounded by all this divine energy. He's surrounded by all this light. He's surrounded by access for change. They have shown me also that the numbers here are connected to change. Something is changing, and this is his throne. So this is the stability of what he's sitting on, and his throne is connected to his kingdom. And our kingdoms are not kingdoms, they're communities now. That's what's shifting. We're building communities of New Earth. We're linking up with our soul tribe members, and we're building communities of the light through what we're doing, even like what we're doing right here, right now. And it's beautiful. So this has to do with the mind right now, but remember that, and a recalibration between the mind, body, and soul through spirit. And we're not looking without right now, we're going to go within. And soon we will be officially going within. Today I've been called, oh no, we're going this way. There's a connection to numbers here, and I've been called to see what the connection is. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. Isolation. And that's what we're in right now. We're in isolation. It is breaking up a little bit, but we've been in isolation, and many of us are still in isolation. And that's making us feel pain. It's causing us to break apart, but we're breaking apart. We know we're breaking apart in order to be put back together. We are coming together. We are coming together to unite. We are the world. This is what we're doing. This is our connection to New Earth, and our connection through the children is what they're showing me. It's whatever we're setting free with the child is helping us to connect and heal. And we are remembering we are the world. We are remembering we are one. We are the divine. We're part of Mother Earth. We're part of everything. We're part of the all. There's going to be our celebration after we head into the nothingness. That's where we're going. We're going into the unknown. We're going into the void. And we're going to make the connections we need to make and celebrate. And these cards are connected. They're showing me that not one is equally important than the other. I mean, that they're both equally important. There's not one going first before the other. That these things are simultaneously happening. It's like we're going to go within, and it's going to be connected to the Three of Cups and whatever we're going to be seeking. So this will be on our next reading. And we know we've been working through the threes. That's the information I've been channeling and what they've been showing me. So it's connected to the threes. And we're going to go within the unknown, the nothingness, the all. We're going to see something that the divine wants to see us, and we're really connected right in this space in order to create. And it's connected to what we're setting free in our isolation. And it's just going to be free. It's like the only way, like, I know how to make sense of what they're showing me. It's like, okay, there's an iceberg. And this iceberg is floating along the ocean. And then all of a sudden, the sun comes in and melts it. And it's gone. It's just gone. And then when it's gone, like the alchemy of it, it's free. It's freeing. It's just like, it frees all this lower vibrational, like, all, you know, when you feel like you're going against the grain, the disharmony, how it's just, and things are not in alignment, and it hurts. And we've been breaking apart. Well, it's for a reason. Because we're putting ourselves back together. We're having our resurrection. We're rising. This is connected to celebration and freedom and connection. And that's what Spirit was offering us within the cup. It's connection. And you know what? That was the best as I could do to really describe that, and I hope that it came across properly. And nobody was sitting there having grand visions of climate change and everything melting. I really wanted to explain that properly. It is connected to our laziness and, of course, our inner voice. See, our inner voice is keeping us in sloth mode. That's what this is. We're in sloth mode here. We're in a rut. We're stuck in our old patterning. This is still we're somehow in old earth. Do you see how these cards are connected? We need to see something, and it's connected to our inner voice, and that's number 11. And we're going to, this is connected to the High Priestess, and they keep showing me the High Priestess. And the High Priestess right now is connected to the Empress. And that is connected to the Dolphin energy, we know. And this is also connected to the Two of Cups. And this has to do with how we are meeting up, how we are uniting, how we are coming into union. And we are having our transformations connected to consciousness. And it is about our existence right now. Right now, this is about our existence. And We reconnect to the dream through a new vision. And it's through the mind. And we're about to heal through the mind. And the mind is going to allow us, we're going to heal from conditioning. And we're going to create equality and friendliness. That's what we're doing. And then we're back in the flow. And we become one through change. We have to let go. We have to go with the flow and let go. Because you know what? Now we've entered the flow. The tail. We're over here. This is where that droplet, it's spending its last time separate. It's about to drop into that water. And it's about to become one with that water for forever now. So we allow change. And change is connected to what is happening when we come together here. When we're meeting up with others on the path, other soul tribe members, we're changing through this. This is allowing us more self-acceptance. This is allowing us to feel like this and feel free. And we know, what are we doing? We're changing the mind. And yes, we're changing the mind. We're changing the patterning of the mind right now. That's what we're working on. And we're doing it through source. And we're right now, and this is going to make complete sense, what we need to do with. And this is with source to the source. We're getting to the source of the problem, the root of the problem, okay? We're going to use silence because we're going to quiet the mind. We're going to create peace. We're going to relieve stress by slowing down. Slow and steady wins the race. And that's connected to new patterning and patterning of life. You know, turtles are connected to the universe. And it is said that the patterning off the back of their shell is connected to universal patterning. And we break through. And we are now sharing. And this is what we're doing here. We're sharing. This is about equality. Through friendliness. We've ended competitiveness. That's what we're healing between the masculine and feminine in order to get here. All right, now let's see what's being activated. A lot of activations. We'll see. Well, there's the Three of Submarines, the Three of Cups. Already we're on the right track, I am guessing here. The Ten of Airships, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, we're going down. It's over. It's done. We know the Ten of Swords is our ending. We end with our karma, our life's debts. That's connected to the south node of the moon. And then we move forward with the Captain of Engines. And the Captain of Engines is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is working with the Captain of Submersibles. And the Captain of Submersibles is the King of Cups. So now, once we have the masculine, so we are in our reading that this is connected to, same exact two energies working together. The flames and the cups. The father and the mother in order to birth what we're creating. And it's through our ending. And we connect. That's what's happening here. That's connected to, you know, the Three of Cups. And there it is. I knew it. There's a message. We have got the Captain of Submersibles and the Lady of Submersibles. Now we have the same soup. We have the Cups energy coming together to unite. And this is the King and Queen of Cups. We've restored wholeness. The Queen offering the prompting of love, come unhidden and show you where you truly belong. This is the King and Queen of Cups. We have restored wholeness, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to restore wholeness. And there's a message here. And you know what? I'm sitting here, and they shared a message with me, and they have told me that the energy of Scorpio and the energy of Pisces is working together. Pisces helping us to connect to the all, the divine, in order to create and heal and mend and repair within a creative way and heal with addiction. Because that's the gift of the Piscean energy. To be able to heal from the devil energies in a creative way. And to be able to release the devil energies in a creative way through the connection. Because Pisces is connected to the all. They can just handle this part of the transformation. They're built to handle this part. But we need to connect to the Scorpion energy to amp up our psychic gifts, as well as to heal from the extremes. And we know we need death, birth, and rebirth. We need those energies. This is about our resurrection. And the Pisces is about the two fish swimming in opposite directions, being able to see, you know, the opposite of the coin at all times. That's what makes being a Piscean so hard. And being able to see the both side, the flip side of the coins at all times, and you can see it all. You can just see it all. And where do you go sometimes? Where do you go? But that's what all these energies are coming together in order to help Pisces out right now. And there's a message for us within this card. And guys, please, we've got to remember we all have our turn within this expansion. Our energies are all at play to come back to one at any given time, and we all have our gifts. And this is where we can start to really understand we all have our gifts, and we just connect through that. And we're not in competition. We're not competitive. Like, oh, Pisces doing this, F Pisces. I'm just as good as Pisces. It's like, no, oh, Pisces is bringing this to the table. Scorpio is bringing this to the table right now. Oh, Aquarius is building the freaking golden ages, guys. Like, come on, we all have a part to play in this. Sagittarius, we're not going to hit our mark and hit our aim without you. And I mean, I could go on and on and on. Cancer, we need you to connect to our emotions and nurture ourselves and understand. I mean, we can go on and on and on. It's just what part do we have to play at whatever time. And remember, we have, if you know anything about a birth chart or you feel called to get information about a birth chart, we're built with many energies within us in order to just make us. We're not just one thing. We're multidimensional. And that's why I love reading for the moon here. Now, we need to get a message from what this messenger of Leviathans. And oh my goodness, like, wow. First of all, number 11, activation time. We're going within. Here's the outer shell being removed, and this is symbolism for us. And we know we've been receiving message after message. This is about within and going within. Within, we have activated, and we have access to a message, and we're going to extract that message. And how we have been getting to where we have. Look, this is about our studies, and our studies are connected to scribing, the information that we are seeking within the unknown. We're working with numbers, we're working with frequencies, we're working with patterning. We're magnifying something here. We're using a magnifying lens in order to see something very, very small and make it very, very big. This is going to come into play in a future reading. All right, let's break this down, and then we're going to receive an build off of this message and what is happening here within this activation. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups is our connection to the Pisces and Scorpio energy, and we're working, we know, with the cups. Because this has to do with our energy, our emotions, and being able to use our intuition, our sixth sense. This is what we're healing. And we're healing it through our truth. And we're healing it between the masculine and feminine. And right now it has everything to do with the Pentacles energy and working with Venus, grounding things here and healing from the devil energies, because we know the devil energies are connected to the Pentacles. So the messenger of Leviathans is here. And the messenger of Leviathans looks very much like a scarab beetle. And we are going within. We are going within, and this has to do with our parts within. We need to see something. And this message is going to be connected to the message on our future reading when we go within. Now, I would like to share with you the channeled messages that I've received that are connected to Pisces with Scorpio. This has to do with using the energy of Scorpio for our resurrection. And that's life, birth, death, rebirth. And we know this is the energy of the extremes. And we're healing from that because extremism energy is the yo-yoing. And this is about the balance. We know that Scorpio is also connection to transformation and metamorphosis. And we need that energy because this is about, we're removing the parts that don't serve us within here. Like there's some parts in here that don't serve us. They're not ours. Someone else put them in here. Or these parts have gone bad. So we're going to remove them. It's the removal of them. And then the recalibration, the recreation of the new parts, the coming together of them, the uniting of the parts in order to create the whole. Because something within here, it's separate. It's not connected, or it's misfiring. We're removing it. We need that metamorphosis energy in order to do so. Pisces is helping us to connect to the all. And that's to create from the old to the new. And this has everything to do with what we're seeking in the unknown. We need access to that information in order to understand what we're doing within here, where we're going, how to make the connections, what do we remove. And we're going to use the Scorpio energy to deal with the boredom in our daily routines. And this is healing in order to be able to vibrate. And we're vibrating happiness or positivity. And positivity, I think, is a great way to look at this. Because holding the vibration of positivity is like flying. Okay? And that's our connection to the hummingbird. And flying equates to our freedom. Of Leviathans is the messenger of Pentacles. So we're receiving a message for how to ground with the Empress. Let's see what it is. In fact, we're just going to go here. What is this connected to? Schizophrenia. Being separate. Yep, we're going to patiently integrate our new patterning and ground it. And that's our connection to the feminine. And we're integrating yin and yang. Masculine, feminine. Look, and there is the two tetrahedrons coming together to create unconditional love. There it is. This is what we're doing. This is what we're grounding. We're grounding unconditional love through the masculine and feminine. And we're doing it through patience. Now, as you can see, she's pregnant. We know. We're birthing. This is about the fertility between the masculine and feminine being restored. That's what the rabbit had to say. And that's what we've been working on. There are times when the only thing to do is to wait. I must also say, you guys see the lunas helping, right? And the phases of the moon, we're connected to it. And this is the divine feminine. There are times when the only thing to do is wait. The seed has been planted. The child is growing in the womb. The oyster is coating the grain of sand and making it into a pearl. This card means and reminds us that now is a time when all that is required to simply be alert, patient, and waiting. The woman pictured here is in just such an attitude, contented with no trace of anxiety. She is simply waiting. Through all the phases of the moon passing overhead, she remains patient. So in tune with the rhythms of the moon that she has almost become one with it. She knows it is her time to be passive, letting nature take its course. But she is neither sleepy nor indifferent. She knows it is a time to be ready for something momentous. It is a time full of mystery, like the hours just before the dawn. It is a time when the only thing to do is wait. The dawning of Aquarius. And this is, we have to be patiently waiting what we're doing. That's why we're healing now with the mind and the body, because we need to go that much deeper to connect to our cycles and our rhythms. And this is connected to the Six of Cups and the message we received of the Six of Cups, that to restore innocence and work with the purification of our soul and the Six of Cups, it's about waiting our turn now. We can just wait our turn. And we understand divine timing. We understand we're connected. We understand we're always connected. We're always connected to everything. We are everything. We have forgotten how to wait. It is almost an abandoned space, and it is our greatest treasure to be able to wait for the right moment. The whole existence waits for the right moment. Even trees know it. When it is time to bring the flowers and when it is time to let go of the leaves and stand naked against the sky. They are still beautiful in that nakedness, waiting for the new foliage with a great trust that the old has gone and the new will soon be coming and the new leaves will start growing. We have forgotten to wait. We want everything in a hurry. It is a great loss to humanity. This is how, we discussed on the last reading, we're going without to always create. But, we've lost touch with within to create. We've lost touch with within, period. And we're always looking without. We've built and built and built so much without. And now without is crumbling. And what are we going to do? We have to go within. And this is also about what's natural. Like the monarch butterfly. Like when they know when to migrate. When a bird knows how to migrate. When a flower knows how to open. This is natural within us. What we're accessing is natural within us. It's not artificial. And that's what Pisces and Scorpio have shown us or are trying to show us. In silence and waiting, something inside you goes on growing. Your authentic being, and that's why we're silencing the mind. So our authentic being can grow. And one day it jumps and becomes a flame. And your whole personality is shattered. You are a new man or woman. And this new woman man knows what ceremony is. This new man woman knows its eternal juices. That's connected to going within. Internal juices. They know their internal juices, their internal energy. They've gone within. Their personality jumps out, becomes a flame. So this is why I was channeling. The flame right now is connected to the mind. Mamma mia, you guys. And we're going to have success. We're going to live from moment to moment. We know we're working on our past lives. And we're creating harmony. Gotta let go of control, guys. Let things shift. And we're going to be in the energy of the Fool and the fresh approach. And we're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. We're completing, putting together the pieces, because this is connected to the child and what is being birthed within that patience card. And it's connected to our divinity, being a divine child. And I really have a feeling this has to do with what we're going to see when we go within, guys. And I'm so lit to do this next reading. Like, I'm so lit to go within. We're traveling. We're traveling within. We're going on an adventure. And we're going to trust. Because at the end of the day, this is about our creativity and what we are creating. Between the masculine and feminine. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. And I have a feeling it's going to be very intense when we get together.